Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Okay, so, as always, the Eagles are a day late and a dollar short. A day late and a dollar short. You know, it's crazy because I got Eagle fans that literally have been coming out the woodwork. My man Birdgang 21, he said, man, I want to do a video with you today. A live stream. I said, okay. I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I got a wife. I got my day job. I got all kinds of stuff to do. And I know it's hate week and you guys want a piece of me. I know you Eagles want a piece of me. And see, Philly, filthy. You saying I'm late. See, we were supposed to start this at 6 o'clock. I've sent email after email after email to Birdgang because he set the time. And so I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and you guys have been in here waiting because he said, hey, let's spread the word. So I said, you know what, we'll do it as a dual live stream, so that way all of my great Cowboy fans can come over there and bitch slap you a bit. You know, they come over, bitch slap you a little bit, you know, because you know how the bird brains are.
Oh, big run! Oh, he fumbled. Oh, he fumbled. Shit.
He's still.
Oh, big play, Slay.
Might be what Philly do.
Now he about to lose his mind.
He hasn't seen the play yet.
Please tell me like that. Wait a minute.
And you know what? And here's what's funny. Dante, why you disappear on Sunday after we got the W? Lola, what's up, Lola? How are you doing? Lola, Alicia, and let's see. What's up, ladies? Hawk, where you been, Hawk? Hawk, where you been hiding, man? We're gonna have trouble beating Eagles, but we should win. You really think we're gonna have trouble beating them there, Hawk? Now you got me worried, man. You got me worried now. We're gonna have trouble beating the Eagles. I don't know about that. I mean, I tell you what, if they're like Birdgang and don't show up on time, it shouldn't be too hard. But all seriousness now, you know, everybody's working on the channel and trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm hoping that nothing happened to them because I've been talking to them all day, and we had it set up at 6 o'clock. And so I'm hoping that, you know, nothing happened to, you know, delay him where he's got a problem. In fact, let me check my email and see, because I'm in the StreamYard lab waiting room, and yeah, no response from him. Well, I mean, I'm gonna give him some time. Mark, coming for the Philly meets. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do, because you know how the cheesesteaks, and you know, I have a problem with cheesesteaks. You know, there's reasons why I hate Philadelphia. You know, while I'm waiting for Birdgang, one, they always late. They always late. How you gonna be late to your own party? Okay. Second thing, I don't know how many of you have been to Philadelphia before. Now, I will say that the Philadelphia city did a great job on the draft. They really did a great job on the draft. I actually really, really enjoyed it, even though going around wearing Cowboys gear, immediately Eagle fans would come up and say, fuck you, Cowboy fans. Nothing personal. We just got to do it. It's like, okay, that's all you got? That's another reason to hate you. That literally you're known for being a hater. I just can't stand that. The next thing is that nasty-ass cheesesteak. Okay, I've been to Pat's. I've been to Geno's, because you always see, you know, the Eagles game on Monday night. You know, they show the corner where Pat's and Geno is, right? But, dude, first thing, Cheese Whiz? You know, Cheese Whiz is literally one step away from being plastic. We talking about plastic. Not real cheese now. We talking about plastic. And those sub rolls, those rubbery ass sub rolls. I'm not even gonna ask what kind of meat that is. I'm not even gonna ask what kind of meat that is. But here's what I'm gonna do, bro. I've already talked to, growing up, right next door to me. Okay, they built a shopping center, and the greatest Italian sub besides here at my house that you will ever get is at the Italian Gourmet. And this place has imported meats. Philly 500 would go crazy in there. I mean, literally, they've got these blocks of Parmesan cheese that have rope around them that are like this long hanging from the walls. I mean, it's real Italian food. So I called him up today. I said, hey, Italian Gourmet, Jeremy, it's Mark Holmes. Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? Because I've been going there since I was like 12. Now, the original owners wasn't actually an Italian couple, and they finally got a divorce and sold the place. But they were always in the alley there, cussing each other out in Italian. I don't know what they were saying, but all I know was, okay. I mean, true Italian joint. So I called him up. I said, hey, Jeremy, I need one of your 3-foot subs. Not the Italians. I just want the sub roll. Because they get that, crispy, it's crunch. It's a true Italian bread. Real thick, 3-foot long sub. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make my prime rib steak. Not cheese steak. Not no rubbery ass cheese steak. It is going to be prime rib. Steak and cheese sub. I'm going to show you cheesesteak eating mother humpers what gourmet, and I mean gourmet, eating's about. This thing is so good. How good is it? I guarantee you, all you Eagle fans that are in Philadelphia will go over to Pat's and Geno's and smack them mother humpers and say, why have you been feeding me this crap? Did you see that thing that Jobu Sports had? That thing's going to be about this tall. It's going to look, the sub itself is like this big around. You just grab yourself a hunk and see, we take the meat and we marinate it. We slice it thin, because it's half frozen. So we slice it real, shave it, and then we marinate it overnight. We'll get some mushrooms, the onions, and then we have our jalapeno peppers and our banana peppers on there. Oh my God. And then you get your choice of Swiss cheese on part of it, pepper jack cheese on some of it. And for those that are really tough, we have the ghost pepper cheese on them. Yeah. And then we'll have the game. So I'm issuing a challenge to all you Eagle fans. In fact, Philly 500, who seems to be missing in action. Has anybody seen Philly? He looked kind of sick on Sunday, and I think it was because they got their ass handed to him. I'm trying to be nice because I'm worried about him. I'm worried about him because I haven't seen him. So until I see him and know that he's okay, I'm going to be cool. I'm going to lay low. It may be that he's just laying low because he's scared. It may be scared. What's up, Stu? And there's Lola. What's up, Lola? How are you doing? Wolf of Odin. You know what, Wolf of Odin? I got your email, man. I got to let you know tomorrow night's going to be tough. I got to go down the country tomorrow and take care of getting this place ready for the woman to move in on the 1st of October. But I'll let you know. Wolf of Odin. Yeah, we going to do it up. And, of course, we're going to have our Jobu wings. We're going to be right here, okay? It's going to be a little bit cool, so we may have to use the patio heaters. And we're going to have a ball. So, in the meantime, and in between time, I'm guessing Birdgang got his times crossed up because I ain't seen him. And I guess we're going to have to reschedule this thing. How's everybody doing? T2 Stew. Mushrooms. I haven't had a good mushroom since spring. Stew, not that kind of mushroom. Not that what we're talking about on the grill, okay? I know you've been fried on some mushrooms, but no, these are grilled mushrooms, buddy. Come on, man. Shout out from the Navajo Nation, Chub 64. Is that New Mexico? Chub? I know when I was back in April, when I flew out to Cali, because I was going back to Cali, I helped my daughter pack up her stuff, and we ended up moving her, putting her stuff in storage, and then we drove back from the West Coast to the East Coast. And when we were in New Mexico, I think it was the Navajo Nation. I tell you what, the mountains and everything were so beautiful going through New Mexico. I mean, we went through and stayed in Albuquerque and continued on through and made our way to Dallas. How are mushrooms? Oh, it depends. See, Nick, depends on what kind of mushroom you're talking about. If you're talking about like some, see, Stu, you started some shit here. You started some shit. Yeah, right. So, okay. Well, Chub, I've been through your neck of the woods. I remember when we were going through the nicest gas station I have ever been to in my life. It was a Navajo Nation gas station, and I remember just how beautiful seeing the colors, the kind of a reddish purple on the rocks and things and all that. And when we got to this rest stop, because I got some Navajo buffalo jerky. I think I still have some of that upstairs. That I got in some. I bought a couple of things from there because I said, I'm a Navajo Nation, but it was so nice. I checked your temperature before you came in there. Like, you ain't getting us sick, and I'm like, I don't blame you because I ain't blaming you either because COVID is a mother humper. And it was the cleanest, prettiest gas station I'd ever been to in my life. It's like, okay. My daughter's like, I might be going back. It's like, are we driving back? She's like, I might ship my car. I think what she's trying to tell me, Dad, I don't want to be cooped up in the car with you for 5 days again. I think that's what she's saying, that it was once in a lifetime type deal, and that once in a lifetime is enough. I know she loves me, but, that is kind of hard. Hey, Mark, I'm new here, but I'm here now. Captain Cowboy, I appreciate you, man. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Well, I tell you what. Hold on, Chub. See, hang on for a second here, because a lot of times what happens is people will say, "You're just making that shit up, man. You didn't really." So hold up. I want to prove it. I tell you what. Here, enjoy this for a minute, okay? And by the time this is over, I'll be back.
Oh, Danny. Danny. Don't fumble it. Don't fumble it. Oh! I just shut this thing. Don't fumble it. Rasheed. Let's go. Rasheed, look. You're... Hold it.
Daniel Jones, 12 of 18, 150 yards, 1 TD.
On a quiet day, like
according to Rasheed, they probably have a dominant quarterback.
Quiet day. That's right, guys.
Just reading the comments.
Who has a dominant quarterback?
Not you.
I know.
Shout out to everybody who's come in to watch our live stream here today. Hope you've had a good time. I've had a really good time. We have been live for...
Come on, Danny. Danny. Don't fumble it. Don't fumble it.
Oh!
I just shut this thing. Don't fumble it. Let's go.
Rasheed, look. You're... Hold it. Look, he literally said as he's running, don't fumble it. Don't fumble it. And he fumbled it. Thank you. You jinxed him there, Rasheed. You jinxed him. It was on you. On you. That's your quarterback. You wouldn't take Dak Prescott for him because he's not a winner.
Oh, here it goes. Here goes Mike. Here goes Mike.
If I can't say anything, you're going to need to see this.
Fucking Teddy Bridgewater looks good, yeah. Teddy Bridgewater looks good, man.
7-7 tie here.
Now, I would trade Daniel Jones with Teddy Bridgewater off the break.
You're supposed to crazy. So you're saying if you think that is bad, so you're saying you would trade for that?
Murdered. Oh my God! You're killing me, Petey. Oh my God!
That's your quarterback, man.
Oh, man.
The last minute.
Don't bubble it. Don't bubble it.
What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver? Are you? Why did we get a wide receiver?
Oh, they got some. Oh, damn, he a dog though. Oh, shit, he is a dog.
But wide receiver.
That's a good pick, though.
What about Lord Brunson? Is he okay? Did I miss something about Lord Brunson? I can't. I get the screen too far away. I can't read your name. Mel Turtle. What happened to Lord Brunson? So Chub, because like I said, I get called out a lot of times because when I tell people that in high school I tore my ACL. They waited 2 weeks, because they said, go see you, after I went to the hospital, they say, go see your doctor. And I went to see my doctor, and they said, just stay off of it. Sheila Neal, what's up, Sheila? And after I went back again, they said, oh, you need to see a specialist. And then I went and saw Dr. A, and he's like, your knee's jacked up. We need to do surgery on it. And they went in, they cleaned it out because I tore my ACL. And 2.5 weeks later, I was playing football. People say, you're a liar. There's no way in the world that you could be walking around without an ACL, and I haven't had one since I was 18. So I have to prove myself. So, when I said that, Navajo Nation, I was like, wait a minute, that's New Mexico. And then I stopped off at this gas station right here. I haven't opened it, and I should because it's going to go bad, but it was so pretty. Let me show you, Chub. You probably recognize this, okay? Look. Hey. Can you see that? Navajo beef. There. Boom. Boom. And I got some pork rinds. And I got those. Joey Hawks tweeted saying he's got a beatdown the other day, and I haven't heard anything. Oh, well, like I said, I ain't seen Philly. Look, I had Birdgang say 6 o'clock tonight, right? It's 6:33. I started the stream because you guys are all here waiting and stuff. Like I said, I hope nothing happened to him because I talked to him, by text couple hours ago, and now I don't know what happened. I don't know. Philly 500, he did the epic stream. He did his stream and everything on Sunday. He looked now I'm gonna be honest with you, he didn't look right. Philly looked sick. I kept looking at his eyes were red, and then his face was all red, and it seemed like he was not himself. I think he had, I think I know what it is that he had. I think he had my ass getting butt whipped itis. I've seen that happen before. I mean, look, just take a quick look and see if I'm right. Tell me this doesn't look like butt whipped itis.
Oh, big run! Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. Shit.
He's still
Slay. Now he's about to lose his mind.
He hasn't seen the play yet.
Please tell me why he missed it. Wait a minute. What?
Nation, you're gonna miss the game. Damn. You know what? The thing about this game, okay? I kid. And understand, Eagle fans, listen, man, it's nothing personal. It's only business. It's like when I show up in Philadelphia for the draft and I'm wearing Cowboys gear, everybody comes up and says, F you, Cowboy fan, okay? Everybody says that. So understand that when I joke about you guys, it's because, you know, it's business. Nothing personal. It's only business here. Just remember.
I'm the motherfucking one who calls the shots. And you better pay me the respect that I gave your brother, or we're gonna have a problem. A bad one. Now get the fuck out of here.
What?
Hey, sorry about that, man. I got mixed up.
One second. Let me let you know that there's 192 people that are on here that have been waiting for you right now, and they're listening live. So watch what you got to say, okay?
My bad, man. I thought we were doing 6 o'clock. Central Standard Time.
Oh, no, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. That's okay. My bad. So we good because you're here now. So let me know whenever you're ready to get started. Everybody, Birdgang has shown up here. Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll. We did a pre-show here on my channel. Everybody, check out Birdgang 31.
I'm gonna go ahead and change the time on StreamYard. So, I think I could just go live. Never mind.
Well, do what you got to do. We sitting here. We on your dime right now, bro.
Here we go.
All right, guys. Y'all ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. All right, here we go. We're going live on Birdgang's Nation Sports.
Welcome to another episode of Birdgang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Birdgang 31.
I don't want Justin Jefferson in there. This is a long intro.
Welcome to another episode of Birdgang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Birdgang 31. Today, we have legendary content creator for the Dallas Cowboys, Mark Holmes, in the building today. How you doing today, my guy?
Not too bad here. Wait a minute. An Eagle fan actually saying something nice to me? I feel like I'm getting set up for something right now.
No, man. It's all love here, man. You do a great job on your channel there. Obviously, you're one of the top Cowboy content creators out there. So I always give homage to all the good content creators out there.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And thank you for inviting me on today. This is, of course, Hate Week.
It is
Come Monday night, man, it's on, man. You know, we can be friends right now, but come Monday night, you know how we roll. You know how we got to roll.
I know how it is, man. And I want to apologize. Like I said, I had the times mixed up. Thought we were doing 6 Central Time, but it was 6 Eastern Standard Time. It was my fault. I should have definitely corrected that. But let's get straight to, man. How do you like your Cowboys after 2 weeks?
I've seen some good things, and I've seen some bad things that I kind of have to worry about. I feel like my team is going in the right direction. They had not everything going right for them in San Diego, but getting a win on the road is always good. We went toe-to-toe with Tampa Bay, kind of like you guys, had a few calls that went against us and kept us from winning. And, you know, I feel actually pretty good because we've actually had quite a few people already out in, you know, comparison to last year. We lost a few people, and the season just literally went to shit. We had a lot of questions on our team, but it seems like we've gotten some decent answers so far. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Okay. And what's your impressions on our quarterback, Jalen Hurts?
You know, I will be 100% real. Okay, I actually Philly 500, you know, another one of you great Eagle content creators. I went ahead because he is kind of my boy. I went to an autograph signing show, and Miles Sanders was there, as well as your quarterback Hurts. Miles Sanders, he was great. His girlfriend, in fact, she kept looking at me kind of side-eyed because here it is. I'm wearing Cowboys gear going over getting an autograph, and she's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, just be cool, okay? I'm taking care of one of your people, okay? And he was really, really cool. Hurts showed up late, and he was very standoffish. I had the sunglasses on, wasn't engaging anybody and all that. And I kind of felt like, you know, okay, this maybe he doesn't quite have it because, you know, the quarterback has to be the leader of the team. And, you know, usually most really good quarterbacks understand the power of the fans and things. That's your opportunity to win them over. So when you have a bad game or something, you know, that guy, instead of throwing you under the bridge, remembers how nice it was meeting you. You know what I mean? And that's where I was kind of like, you know, you're messing up kind of a golden opportunity. But watching him this past week, he's got a much better arm than I thought he did. He's looking really, really good. Really good. And like I said, he's better than I thought he was.
Well, hey, that's good to know, man. Yeah, because Jalen Hurts definitely been putting in the work the offseason, you know, for this moment. And hopefully it won't be too big for him. I know he's going back to his hometown in Texas. So it should be interesting. It's kind of a homecoming for him. And that was also one of the most important games of the season. So how's Dak doing in your impression? And are you worried about him getting hurt at all the rest of the season?
No, because here's the thing that's kind of interesting. And there's a difference between having a ligament tear or a tendon tear, you know, like Achilles tendon and things, versus bones. Bones, once they heal together and fuse together, they're actually most times stronger than they were originally. So worrying about that bone breaking is not as much as concern. I mean, let's be clear. Everybody's one play away from being retired because that's the nature of the beast. The question was going to be is how does the rest of the body recover from the trauma itself? You know, how strong is the leg? For example, you know, DeMarcus Lawrence broke a bone in his foot. They say 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, but you got 6 to 8 weeks of time that you got that leg atrophying and you're losing the strength on it that you got to rebuild. So it's going to take time for him to get back. Dak is actually the first Tampa Bay game. He looked like he was a little bit hesitant, and maybe it was he wasn't. You know, he was thinking about running and then realized, shit, I don't need to be running to mess his ankle up. He looked a little bit off. He looked better this week in San Diego. He's taken a few little hits and stuff, and you've seen him have to cut and pivot on there, and he seems to be like he's okay. The whole shoulder thing with Adam Schefter, who was basically saying that he's never going to be 100%. I tell you what, if he's not 100%, you know what? He's better than a whole lot of quarterbacks that are.
Yeah, man, he is slinging that rock for the first 2 games. That's one thing I didn't notice. You know, I think, did he have 400 yards both games?
This week, here's a great thing about the Cowboys, and this is one of the reasons why Kellen Moore is going to get a lot of love, is we went from pass happy. They basically looked at it and said, listen, you're not running against Tampa Bay. There's only Dalvin Cook rushed for 102 yards. Christian McCaffrey rushed for 59. everybody else, including some teams, rushed for less than 40 yards. And I'm talking like Alvin Kamara only had 16 yards against that defensive line. So the Cowboys basically said, we're not going to even waste our time trying to run. We're going to use the short passing game as our running game, and ended up doing pretty well with them. I mean, we had a few calls that went against us. We at least hung tough with them, a lot tougher than most teams have. This week, we went the polar opposite, and, Tony Pollard had his third 100-yard game and averaged 7.3 yards a carry. Everybody's talking about how bad Zeke was because he only averaged 4.6, and I'm kind of like, if you're rushing 190 yards between those two, I'm okay with that. So the Cowboys can match up with whatever the defense is trying to dictate to them, go where they're not.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Are you one of the fans that think Zeke has no problems at all in terms of like losing his position because the way Pollard's been running over the last year or two?
I won't say he'll lose his position, but actually, this is a luxury when you could say, oh, should we start Pollard, or should we start Zeke? To have two backs of that caliber kind of reminds me. You're a young man. I know you're a whole lot younger than me. People say I'm
not a whole lot.
Okay, well, people say you're the OG, okay? I think actually behind my back what it is, OG means old guy, okay? I think that's what it really is. Oh, you the OG, the original gangster. No, he's just an old guy. But right. I remember back when the Washington football team was actually good in the 80s. And they had John Riggins, who was the bruising back, you know what I mean? He was definitely the bruising back, drank plenty of beer. But then they also had Joe Washington, who was that third down scat back guy. And between the two of them, they pound you first with, John Riggins. And if you're a defensive lineman and you're getting hit and pounded by the big offensive line over and over again in that short area, then all of a sudden you get a speed back that you've got to now chase him outside. Your body has been, doing all these short muscle movements. Now I got to stretch out and run. It will kill a defense right there. And that whole thunder and lightning, I'm okay. I don't care which one you say is the starter. I'm playing both of you guys a lot. Tony Pollard gives us a better receiver because you can actually line up and say 12 personnel, have him in the backfield, and end up putting him in motion like a wide receiver. Take your tight ends, and they can both go out and catch passes and turn what looks like a heavy run play into a 5 wide receiver set. So it gives us a lot of options of things that we can do.
Yeah, I kind of see our backers kind of similar, maybe not as proven, but with Miles Sanders came in the game well this year. They're both doing pretty good. I think that first game we had, 190 or 185 yards rushing, and then last game they didn't do too bad either. Are you worried at all about our rushing attack? I think the Cowboys defense have been giving up a little bit on the rushing end side. So are you worried about Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts doing a RPO?
Actually, surprisingly, the Dallas Cowboys rush defense is far and away better than what we were last year. We've actually done a much, much better job because we now, with Micah Parsons is definitely a one-man wrecking gang and has been really, really good. We ended up playing him at defensive end because DeMarcus Lawrence got hurt. But we have, as Dan Quinn likes to say, fast and physical guys. And between Keanu O'Neal and even getting Jalen Smith playing downhill as opposed to having to cut and stick with wide receivers, they're getting actually better at stopping the run. Both games, they were really, really good at stopping the run and beginning to put a little bit of pressure onto the quarterback. So this isn't last year's defense where it was, I like to call it the dazed and confused, because literally they were just kind of dazed and confused. And I've been a Cowboy fan literally from birth, and that was the worst defensive performance I have ever seen in my life, that it literally made me sick. It just made me sick just watching them week after week. Poor pursuit angles, terrible tackling, literally lack of effort. This defense, Dan Quinn has actually got them to buy into, if he said run through a brick wall, these guys would run through a brick wall. Now, I can't guarantee you that they're going to be a top 5 defense, but they are moving and they're taking the football away. So, I mean, with 6 takeaways already in 2 games, I feel good about them. But we all know this is a division game.
Yeah.
And you can throw all the records and all the other stuff that you've done out the window because it's a division game and we all know each other really well.
Yeah, man. Do you think they're going to keep Parsons there the whole time, until DeMarcus Lawrence come back, or do you think they're going to move him around a lot?
I think out of necessity, they probably will keep him there most of the time. The thing that was interesting is Micah Parsons, he's like a dog. He cannot stand to come off the field. He was literally like, okay, so I got to come off from playing defensive end. Okay, next week, coach, let me play linebacker then instead of taking me off the field, because he literally wants to be out there for every play. He was out there for 39 snaps at mostly defensive end. In that time, he had 4 quarterback hits and 1 sack, which is a good bit of pressure. In fact, that's better pressure than what you were getting from D-Law. The Cowboys have got to keep that pressure up. We get Randy Gregory back this week from COVID, but we are still kind of short on experienced defensive ends. Mm-hmm. So, I think he'll be there.
You think he'll be able to do a good job against Lane Johnson?
With that young pup speed, I mean, we'll see. D-Law has not had a lot of success against Lane Johnson. But, it's going to be a great matchup there. If he can, it could be a long day for the Eagles. And that's going to be key, because I would rather have him out there than anybody else at this point.
Nice. Are you worried at all that, Devontae Smith and Diggs have played college ball together, and they are pretty familiar with each other? Do you think that's going to be a good matchup coming in, or you think it should be easy for Diggs?
I'm not going to say, this is the NFL. There's no such thing as easy. Devontae Smith is, for rookie, is coming along pretty good. He's still got a lot to learn. In fact, Diggs, who is kind of crazy, because when you think of Byron Jones, who was there for 79 games and had 2 interceptions, here it is, Diggs, 12 games, 5 takeaways, 5 INTs. He is just getting better and better. And I'm really loving the matchup. The thing that worries me is people are going to stop going away from him, and right now dealing with Anthony Brown, because Anthony Brown is a liability out there right now. Anthony Brown is getting beat like a red-headed stepchild.
Yeah, we got Quest Watkins over there with all that speed.
Yeah,
definitely watch out for that one.
Well, the good thing is it's not like playing Tampa Bay. We can kind of roll coverage to try and help him out, hopefully we get a good result. As long as we can put pressure on Hurts and maybe chase him down and see if we can force a turnover or two, it would definitely help my team out.
Yeah, I think we're playing like kind of the same game here. You know what I'm saying? We have to do the exact same thing. We got to get Dak on the ground. We got to get him on the ground often. Like Dak is putting up some nice numbers out there. That passing game is looking good. But I feel like if we can stop the passing game, we've been in a pretty stout run defense. So I'm not really worried about the run game too much. But if we stop that pass offense, I think we have a great shot at winning the game this week.
Pressure-wise, I want to say against Tampa Bay, under pressure, Dak was under pressure for 22 pass plays. Ended up having 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 189 yards. So you can try and blitz them, but it's not necessarily that successful. The thing that I feel best about with my team right now is actually the offensive line. The first week, Zach Martin was out because of COVID. We ended up having third year, basically a backup. I mean, he's only played like 4 or 5 games last year. Connor McGovern come in for Zach Martin, and going against Tampa Bay's front, he wasn't our worst offensive lineman. It was actually Tyler Badish, our center. This past week, we ended up having Lyle Collins, who's suspended for the next 5 games for missing 7 drug tests. Most of them, well, the thing is that a lot of them were excused. I mean, one of them was the day that Marcus Paul, our strength coach, died, and they sent everybody home to grieve. Another time, he was actually having hip surgery. Another time, he was in Arizona with his uncle's funeral. So, but the NFL doesn't give us any breaks. So he's going to be gone for the next 4 games. But we ended up having Terrence Steele, who was a rookie, undrafted free agent that we signed last year, played 13 games. First couple of games were really, really bad, but he came in there against Joey Bosa. And Joey Bosa, for only the 12th time in his career, was held without a pressure, a sack, or a quarterback hit. Joey Bosa was silenced by that guy.
Yeah. He's on my fantasy team. He definitely didn't do nothing good for me this week.
Yeah, and so I feel actually better about my offensive line than I have in a while. Tyron Smith is back to being Tyrannosaurus and throwing guys left and right. And at least now we've got McGovern, who can play center and guard, who's there. When Lyle Collins comes back, now we got Terrence Steele, who can also play. So we actually have a little bit of depth on the offensive line as well. And more than anything else, the Cowboys, I actually have to give them credit, because when you looked at our team last year, the cupboard was bare in a lot of positions. Safety was terrible. I mean, the worst safety play you'd seen anywhere. We actually have had 2 of our safeties hurt in the first 2 games, but between Curse and Keanu O'Neal, we've had guys that have been able to step up and actually play well. So, like I said, this defense isn't last year's defense. Any of the talking heads that have been telling you that the Dallas Cowboys defense is ass, I think they're a lot better than what they were.
Yeah, but I think they're looking at, within the first 2 games, how many points have you guys given up already? I know it's Tampa Bay and San Diego, which are 2 high-powered scoring teams, but that was a lot of points.
Less points than the Washington football team.
Yeah, but that's the Eagles. We only got 26 or 24 points in 2 games, so we're doing good on defense ourselves over here.
Does Atlanta really count? Does Atlanta really? Okay. Well, here's the good news for my Cowboys. We have already played Tampa Bay. We still have Atlanta to play. So all those numbers are kind of balanced out, okay? Let's see how you do when you play Tampa Bay on those numbers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see how we do when we play Atlanta on those. Okay. I'm just saying. But
but the San Francisco, that's a that's a playoff team over there in San Francisco.
Is it?
The whole division's lit. Which one? You never know who's gonna win that division with all the talent over there.
Jimmy Garoppolo is look. Jimmy Garoppolo's ass. Come on. Jimmy Garoppolo looked like crap against you. Let's be real now. Jimmy Garoppolo was missing people left and right, especially in that first half. I was like, oh my God, this is worse than Carson Wentz. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too soon? It too soon?
Whatever. Carson's not on our team no more.
But let me ask you, how does it feel to hear that he actually hurt not one but 2 ankles in one play? How you hurt 2 ankles in one play?
That's ridiculous. And I just think he's trying to get us back one more time. They don't want us to get that first-round draft pick next week. Carson he's so brittle and fragile. Poor guy, because he started out so hot, but then, the injury bug won't stop. It won't stop him. He keeps getting hurt, know. And you know how he gets after injury. He comes back the next year and he's trying to prove everything to the world, where he's not playing the smart football like he should be. So, I'm kind of happy we got Jalen Hurts. He seems a little bit more mentally strong than Carson Wentz, and I think he's going to have a great year this year.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let me ask you then. I've heard Philly 500 how he feels about his team. He thinks that they're winning the division. And all. I mean, Philly is always, he's got the rose-colored glasses. How do you feel about your team so far?
In 2 games, I have to say, I kind of like what is this expected? Like, San Francisco was one of those teams I said could have been a win or loss, because they do got good defense over there, so it could have been a win or loss. Right. So I knew we should have took care of Atlanta, and we did that. We're going into this game, so it's like, from where I stand, I still got my record prediction at 12-5. The floor being 10-7 for us this year, and definitely winning the division, my guy.
Okay, all right, 12-5. I mean, I'm saying 11-6 for my Cowboys, and I mean, both of us have a cake schedule in comparison to, say, the Washington team. It's funny that
really our toughest 6 games. It really matters how we come through these first 6 games. That's the best opponents are there in that first 6 games there, with you guys, with Tampa Bay, and with Kansas City. I'm not worried about I wasn't worried about Atlanta. I'm not worried about the Panthers that much, even though they are 2-0, but I still feel like we should be able to pull out that game. So our toughest 6 matchup, we can come through this at least 3-3 or 4-2 in that stretch, and I think my prediction should be right on track. But if what I'm saying, if we don't win as many games, we go 2-4, still not as bad, but just more the floor prediction of 10-7. If we lose a lot of those games.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see what happens on those. This is to me the next. For us, we've got the bye week early, and we're for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Michael Gallup's out, so that hurts us. Lyle Collins out for the next 4 weeks. We do get Gallimore back probably maybe in 2 weeks. That'll help our defensive line even more. And D-Law probably will be about another 5 to 7 weeks or so, maybe even longer. So at least after we go through, this is kind of the part of our schedule where we really actually need to make some money. Between you guys, we got the Giants, we got Carolina, we got New England, we got Minnesota. Minnesota's looking, I thought Minnesota's going to be better than what they were. So far, they're starting off not looking good. But I will say, don't get too excited by what your team's doing yet, or get too depressed by what they're doing, because you really don't know what teams are until really about October. There's always some teams that will come out and look like world beaters, and you say, oh, my God, punch their Super Bowl ticket. I remember the Arizona Cardinals one year starting out 4-0 and then proceeding to lose the next 12 games. So I feel good about where we are right now, knowing that we played 2 quality teams. Now we just got to feast on, hopefully you guys and hopefully like the Giants and Carolina stack up a few wins and start getting some confidence, hopefully to go towards the second half of the season. Hopefully. But right now we got you in our sights.
We're ready for you guys. Are you going to feel any different about your team once we win on Monday? Crickets? Because that's going to happen, Mike.
Are you talking to me?
The world, and we're going to shock the world over there.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. I'm saying, like, you're so pumped. You like stacking wins, starting with us, starting there, keep stacking some wins up. I'm just saying, if your team does lose, your opinion about your Cowboys.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what?
It's hypothetical.
It's football. It is football, and anything can happen. I've seen my Cowboys win one game, and that was a playoff-bound team in the Washington football team, and get that victory. Crazy things happen. It is a division game. It wouldn't surprise me if that happened, but Dak Prescott has usually been butter against the NFC East with a 19-5 record. And that's one of those things that you got to look at Dak right now. Dak is he's butter. And you think about 5 games of over 400 yards in the last 6. 7 games. He can sling that ball around. We've got some great weapons. The offensive line is healthy. The defense is actually playing well. I think it's definitely going to – if you win, you'll earn some respect. If you win, I'll be the first one to say you guys were the better team that night, because, that's a tough road to hoe. In Dallas, too.
Your offense is definitely good. The offensive line's good. Your defense is getting better than last year, but they're not as good as San Francisco's defense. Would you rank them that high?
Yeah, I'd actually say the Cowboys' defense is actually listen, takeaways are key. Takeaways are key. And you get a couple of turnovers here and there. That's just literally like a gift. And that's the thing that this Cowboys defense, we've given up some yards. In the red zone, the Dallas Cowboys are 9th in the NFL. Red zone defense is playing good. You're taking the football away right there. They're also disguising a lot of the ways that they're coming after you. And so they're confusing offenses so far.
Okay.
Your buddy asked, I see Rashawn Sanders asked if he thinks that he can hold up against Hargrave, our center, which is Tyler Badish. Tyler Badish has actually been, and again, he was going against Vita Vea, was actually the poorest rated offensive line week 1. He's struggling a little bit, but, he'll end up getting some extra help, I'm sure, with Zach Martin back, because Zach Martin wasn't there that first game. And so with Zach Martin being there, everybody gets better when you've got Zach Martin right beside you. So hopefully. The other thing, a lot of people will talk about, Zeke Elliott, maybe he should be benched. If you saw that Tampa Bay game and see the blocking ability that Zeke Elliott has, that's where that money and that value really comes in, because he kept Dak Prescott upright. If Zeke had not blocked as well as he did, Dak Prescott probably would have been planted in the turf in Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Let's go back and forth. Let's go some position battles here. Or not even position battles. We're going to say who has the better position. Like, starting off with quarterback, I'm pretty sure you're going to say Dak, and I have to say Dak too, just for the simple fact Jalen has not played. Even though Jalen has better QBR and he has a better passing position than Dak so far this year. But I will say Dak because He's been in the league a lot longer.
You're playing Atlanta, man. Come on.
And the Niners defense.
Come on.
He only got 12%.
Okay. All right.
But in 2 weeks span, you know.
Gotcha.
He's still up there. But,
okay. All right.
We got that out of the way.
How many points y'all get last week?
We don't need to worry about that.
No, wait. How many? Hold it. How
11.
many points did you? 11.
And
So let me
32
ask you this. Do you think that San Francisco's defense is as good as Tampa Bay's?
Maybe Tampa Bay got a little bit of better defense.
We scored 29 points on Tampa Bay's defense. And you scored.
Yeah,
You scored
but
how many? How many against San Francisco? On your home turf? That was in your house, right?
Yeah, it was.
In your house.
In our house.
11 points. Okay.
But that loss was more coaching.
I was just checking for a friend. I was just checking for a friend, my man.
Than actual players playing out there, because we could have won that game too. You know, but
you lost Graham too, didn't you? Did you lose Graham?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Graham, we got 2 layers of defensive linemen out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still got Ryan Kerrigan, we still got Sweat, we still got Barnett, we still got the rookie Milton Williams.
Ryan Kerrigan. Okay. All right. Okay.
You know Kerrigan's an East beast. You know what I'm saying? He sacked all the quarterbacks in the NFC.
That mother humper's almost as old as I am, man. Come on, man. Okay. I got you. I got you.
And he won't have to play all the rest with the young guys. We have to go in there with him. So not worried about him. I think he's going to do a great job the rest of the year. So let's go to running backs here. You got Zeke Elliott, who hasn't even been playing that well over the last couple of years. You got to give him that. Since Zeke got paid, his yards
without an offensive line last year and a quarterback.
Hey, no matter what it is, Zeke's numbers have definitely went down.
Okay.
And he's not that elite running back anymore.
So you're confident. You're confident. And Miles Sanders has been great.
He's been leading the league in yards per touch averages.
Okay.
We're third in the league.
Okay. All right.
And last year he didn't get
so
a ball.
let me make sure I got this. Let me make sure I got this straight. You're gonna give your team the edge in running. Let me write this down. Okay. Birdgang. Okay. Says run. You got running backs. You got better. Miles Sanders is better than Tony Pollard and Zeke. Okay.
Well, don't just say Miles. You got to add the rookie Gainwell. He's been putting up a good number since he's been in the league too.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go on.
So now we're at receiver. I would give you the edge, but one of your best receivers not even playing. Gallup.
Okay. All right. So let me. Okay. So you got wide receivers then too. Okay. So
I didn't say that. No.
You said you would give us the edge, but see, here's the cool thing about the Cowboys.
We have
more speed. Now I'm old. So my younger Dallas Cowboys YouTubers don't agree with me because they hate 12 personnel. You understand what 12 personnel is, right? You know, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this is the great deception. This is, I line up with Blake Jarwin, Dalton Schultz, because, Michael Gallup, like I said, Michael Gallup's out. I still got C.D. Lamb. Okay, I got C.D. You've heard of him, right?
You've heard got Big Play Slay, my guy.
You mean Big Play Made on Slay?
Which cornerback?
Wait, you say Big Play Made on Slay? Is that his name? Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Which quarterback have you faced so far that's as good as Slay?
Okay, cool.
None, right?
Okay, cool. This is your show. This your show. I'm a guest here, and see, I understand you don't go in another man's house and carry dog shit on your shoes into his house. You take your shoes off. You respect the man in his house. But okay, I'm respecting you. But we can do 12 personnel where we got 2 tight ends. They're not like Zach Ertz and all that. I know Zach's got COVID, right? He's out with COVID. He might come. He could still, but it seems like it's like a 10-day turnaround. That's what it seems like it's been. At least in our house, it has been. But okay, we can go. And like I said, they're not as good as Dallas and Zach, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They can both catch the football. They can both also block. Mm-hmm. So we line up in 12 personnel, right? You got CD on one side. You got Amari Cooper on the other. You got Dak Prescott in the backfield. You got Zeke or Tony Pollard, right?
Right.
What you going to do as a defense?
I'm man them up.
You gonna man them up, but you gonna put 8 men in the box?
I'll man them up, and
because if I got my offensive line,
you guys have to show me. Like Zeke have to be starting to go off before I throw 8 men in the box.
Well, I tell you, okay, all right. I tell you what, if you don't put 8 men in the backs, I will run. I will run. I will pound the rock right up the middle until you stop it. And when you do try and stop it, then I'm going to go ahead and start hitting those guys on the outside. Or after I start pounding the rock and you start trying to stop it, I'm going to start bootlegging out and doing RPOs.
And that's what you can say the same thing as our offense.
Yeah, but but and like you said, you got the edge in running backs. How about offensive line? Offensive line?
I think we have the edge of offensive line. Well, now that Brooks went down, that kind of messes up.
Okay, so let me. Okay, offensive line.
So how about this?
Offensive.
We got the edge at running back. You got the edge at quarterback. I would split receiver since you don't have Gallup. And offensive line, you guys. Yeah, I think offensive line better than your offensive line too.
Okay, Birdgang. Okay, running backs are Eagles. Wide receivers. You're saying split on the offensive line, right? That's what you're saying. Split on the offense. Okay. And Ertz will be out, so it's just Dallas, right? Dallas is okay, right?
Yeah, Dallas is better than your.
No, I mean he's healthy. He's not.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go on defense. Defense there.
Defensive line. Who do you guys got on there right now? Because I know you guys have 2 of your defensive linemen out. Right?
What we have is we have a rotation. We get Randy Gregory back. Okay. We got Micah Parsons there. Okay. We also have Dorrance Armstrong. Okay. Who they don't have a lot of experience there. They don't. I'll be the first one to admit that. But we're a bunch of young pups. Okay. We've got Brett Urban, who is he's like 6'8" and about 320 pounds. Nice, great movement in run stopping. Great in there in the middle. We got the Bohemian Beast, of course, Quentin Bohannon. That's also in there. He's a rookie, 6th-round draft pick, but about 325, 330. He's a load to move out the middle. Okay. And we have basically like a whole lot of linebackers that they're going to throw at you. The strength is actually the linebackers. And, as much as everybody's talked about how bad Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch, they actually, I think, for Jalen Smith being brought down to earth, Jalen Smith ended the season basically saying, anybody who looks at the film, knows that I'm doing my right job. Well, okay, if that's the case, the Cowboys went out and took their first pick and got a linebacker. They ended up getting Keanu O'Neal, a safety, and ended up making him a linebacker. And he is actually balling out because he's actually great in coverage, and he's fast enough to be able to make plays. We're actually more athletic. Jalen Smith, I love Jalen Smith. I love the story, the fact that he came back from, the catastrophic knee injury. Problem was he had the drop foot, and he can't plant and push down. Too many times last year, he gets hit. He gets carried for 4 or 5 yards to get the first down. And that's the thing with him. And he was also playing pretty much every snap. What Dan Quinn has been able to do is fine-tune it to this is what you do good, and I'm going to put you in a position to succeed. And that's where you have Micah Parsons, who can go from almost anywhere along the line, which will be that guy much like a Lawrence Taylor, I'm hoping, that you look at and say, we have to account for him. Where is this guy? Get the quarterback focused on him, which ends up making everybody else in that defensive line better because you're having to spend 2 guys on him. The rest of the guys pick up in the same way when you guys had Reggie White. Reggie White was so good, it helped make Jerome Brown that much better because you had to say, that one guy can kill us. We got to stop him first, okay? We'll take our chances on the other guys. And that's what Micah Parsons is there. So you're now actually seeing more athletic linebackers that are actually able to move and cover better. The biggest problem, our safeties are better, is Anthony Brown. That's the biggest weakness on the Dallas Cowboys, to me, defense.
Okay, so we're going to get edge linebacker.
Wait, you're giving us one besides quarterback?
Edge linebackers. Edge you.
Okay. Linebacker. Okay.
But you gotta give us.
Oh, I got to give you defensive line. I mean, Fletcher Cox has been eating. He's been eating offensive linemen, and I have to say, Fletcher Cox. I remember that was it 2018? 2018. It was where Dak's shoulder was hurt, and we went into that game. I remember Zeke Elliott being terrible in the first half. Zeke finally started heating up some, and Zeke was doing one of these numbers. And I have to give you guys credit because Fletcher Cox, I don't know if you remember, where he hyperextended his elbow on the play, on a tackle against Zeke. He went off the field. They put ice on it it couldn't have been for 30 seconds. He came back in and made a play, either the next play or the play after, and Zeke was still on the sidelines. And I was just like, man, you guys wanted a hell of a lot more than we did. And that's where I earned a whole lot of respect for Fletcher Cox. Because I know he was hurting. I know Zach Ertz was like, it seemed like he was going on and off the field every other play. And he was still coming back for more. And you guys, I got to give you credit. You guys beat us down that day. We did not want it as much as you guys did.
Mm-hmm. And then we also got Hargrave playing a really good year this year so far.
Yeah.
He had a couple sacks. He's making some nice plays early in this season. So putting those two boys together, that's why I'm not really worried about the run game up the middle. So much. If those two boys right there should handle their job and handle their business. They get paid enough to do it. If they don't, then we look at doing something else with them. But I'm not worried about that one. So now we're at secondary. Cornerbacks, we got Nelson Island and Big Play Slay. You guys got Diggs and then Brown. So who do you give to there?
I got to give that one to you guys at the moment. But, because literally it's a tale of two cities because Diggs is playing. He's become a shutdown corner. He truly is becoming a shutdown corner. Anthony Brown, well, not so much, okay? Diggs is up here. Anthony Brown's kind of down here, okay? I got it. I'll give you that one. I got no problem with that.
Okay, and in the safety position, we got Harris, and I think McLeod's playing again this week.
Well, we got Donovan Wilson coming back this week. We have actually a rotation of guys because Curse played fantastic last week. We got Donovan Wilson that's going to be, of course, playing again. We got Deontay Moore, who is playing really good, and we got also Malik Hooker. We have a great rotation, and this is where the Dallas Cowboys defense doesn't necessarily have a lot of great players. When you think of, great outside pass rusher and stuff, okay? We have a rotation of guys where basically we can send a second wave for you. And if you think about the Seattle Seahawks when they were winning the Super Bowl and when they had the number one defense in points, yards, and takeaway, you didn't have a Khalil Mack on that defensive line.
But they still had Bennett.
They had but see again, Bennett was really good. Here's my point. He was really good. Okay, you had a lot like Cliff Averill, really good players, but you didn't look at any of those guys and say they're the best pass rusher or the best defensive lineman. They were really good, and they had a group that they could keep rotating in there at you. So what they would do is they would wear you down because Cliff Averill, who's fresh going against your offensive lineman that's been playing all day, has got a better chance than the guy who's been playing every single play. And that's where the Cowboys are getting to be right now. They are learning to be able to match up with people. I'm not saying that our defense is great by no stretch of the imagination. It's a hell of a lot better than it was. But you'll find out on Monday night. They're not the same Cowboys defense from last year. I'm telling you, the days of the confused defense is gone. We got a bunch of dogs that are hungry right now.
And we got some hungry dogs, too. You know what I'm saying? That James Schwartz sticks.
Bobby Murphy. Okay. Are you saying that Jerome Brown did not benefit from having Reggie White? I agree. He was one of the best ones. But when you have a guy like Reggie White on the other side, it makes that guy that much better.
That's true.
Okay? Because here's how you know. Here's how you know the difference, because there's so many times you'll see a free agent. He'll have incredible numbers, and you look at him and say, oh, my God, we got to get that guy. And then they go elsewhere. I'll say Alvin Harper. Alvin Harper during the 90s, I know a lot of y'all don't remember those days. Just trust me. Alvin Harper going across the middle was a beast. Tampa Bay said, we're going to get him. He's going to be our guy. They paid him a shitload ton of money. But because he didn't have Emmitt Smith running the football and Michael Irvin on the outside, he couldn't do crap. And that's the case with Jerome Brown. Jerome Brown was good. Jerome Brown would be good anywhere. But because you have one guy that is so dominant, it makes everybody else across the line. I mean, you can tell me I'm an idiot and all that if you want to, my man, but I'm telling you, my man right here, Birdgang, will tell you I'm right on that.
Yeah,
you have great people around you. Everybody looks great.
With Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, since they play the same side.
Right.
Brandon Graham eats off of Fletcher's double teams.
Exactly. And when one of them's gone, it hurts the other.
Yeah, that's true. But hopefully that won't be a weakness this week, man. Like I said, we just paid Sweat, and he hasn't even been playing that much. So I think they're gonna light him up this week. You know, get him out there on fire, and hopefully he can start to that sack total. And then, like I said, Kerrigan was really out most of the whole preseason with that broken thumb. So that's probably why we didn't see too much so far. But he's back in the rotation. I think we can get him at 35-40% of the snaps, and he should be able to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be that big.
Okay.
So give me some hot takes for your team this week.
I'm not putting up any bulletin board material. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not putting any notebook material up in there. I'm humble. You know what? We play in Monday night, man. We're going to see what's going to happen. I'm not going to be the one that's going to say we're coming in there, you know, we're going to kick your ass. We're going to beat you 50-0. I'll let the other Cowboy fans do that stuff. It's an NFC East game, okay? We playing each other. It's war. It's war. That's all I got to say.
All right, then give me your 3 matchups fans to look out for.
3 matchups to look out for. Oh, my goodness. I haven't, I'm still living on this last week. I haven't really even looked at this that well. With Graham out, that's going to help us out quite a bit because we're still with Lyle Collins. That's going to be key. I'll actually say Fletcher Cox and the middle of that defensive line against Tyler Badish because that's going to be the big worry right there. How well our secondary, specifically Anthony Brown, does with your wide receivers. I think he'll be on Devontae Smith. I may be wrong on that one. But that's the biggest worry right there for me. And how Micah Parsons does at defensive end against your offense. Those are the ones. Those will be the key ones. And whether or not Bones Fossil will do some stupid shit like a punt block or something like that.
Yeah, my big 3 matchups I would have to say would be, like you said, Brown's going to be on Smith. You don't think?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know who's covering who. I don't know what they're going to do. I hope they roll coverage to help him. And I just hope he's not going one-on-one like he did against Antonio Brown.
Yeah. So Diggs or Brown on Devontae Smith. I know the Niners double teamed him a lot last game, so that's why he didn't get as many yards or catches as he should have. So I want to see if the Cowboys are going to play man up with him, or are they going to do more of a zone thing and try to stop him. We should see one come. But if it's a one-on-one battle, that'll be a good battle to watch. Because I know Devontae got the better of Diggs back in the day in Alabama. Let's see. They're both in the pros, and let's see if he can do it again. The other matchup I would like to see is if your boy Parsons stays on the line at defensive end. Yeah, going against Lane Johnson, because I think that should be a good matchup that Lane should win. I know Parsons is fast, but he still is a rookie, and Lane is a veteran. He should have some veteran moves to take out the speed, to combat that.
We'll see.
And then my third matchup would be just your whole, the offensive defense line in general. It's just like, who's going to win? Because the game's going to be won in the trenches on both sides of the field. So
Always.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win that matchup? Our defensive line versus your offensive line, your offensive line versus our defense. Back and forth, see which team is going to actually bring the best out. Because we both got injuries on both sides, that make up for. And let's see which backup steps up there to make their line, take their line over the edge still up there.
Right. All right.
Well, do you have a score prediction?
No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that yet. Too early in the week, man. It's only Taco Tuesday, okay? You have to get me. You have to get me like on Thirsty Thursday or finally frickin' Friday before I start talking about points in the game. It's way too early. I don't know who's in, who's out. You know, Amari Cooper has sore ribs, which will be reevaluated tomorrow. He hurt those in Tampa Bay. You know, I got to know about that. Hell, I got to find out if the NFL is going to suspend any more of my players, if anybody else tests positive for COVID. Nah, it's too soon. It's too soon.
If Amari doesn't play, would that change your outlook of the game, win or lose?
It brings me down a little bit, but he'll play. He'll play.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, since you're keeping your score prediction, I won't even throw mine out there. I'll leave it out there. I'm just going to say I hope and I think the Eagles will win this game come Monday night. You know, it's going to be a good test. It's going to be like, you know, our second test of the season. Nick Sirianni's second big test. Probably his biggest game of the year right now.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. Hey, he even said he did that because we were on virtual learning. And, you know, he had to do it because it was all on virtual. He couldn't meet the players one-on-one, so he wanted to find some competitive edge. You got to give him credit for being original.
Okay.
So you don't like Nick? You think he's not doing a good job so far?
Because
last I checked, your guys' head coaches aren't the best either.
I didn't say they were. Like I said, I didn't say they were.
But you rock, paper, scissors and joke.
I'm just saying. I mean, we had Mr. Ketchup Bottle. We had Paul Alexander, you know, that we brought from the Bengals, who his big thing was the way he could tell if offensive linemen were smart enough to play offensive line was if they knew to tap the ketchup bottle at the 57 so that way the ketchup would come out the bottle. It's like, dude, who buys bottles anymore? The squeeze bottles anymore. That shit's irrelevant, okay? That doesn't have jack to do whether or not they can block. Come on, man. That's some stupid shit, okay?
That's true. What about some stat lines?
Oh, boy. I think Dak will be about 350 yards. I think we're actually going to see Zeke getting hungry. And I think Zeke will have his first 100-yard rushing of the night. Cowboys get 2 takeaways.
Ooh, okay. Hurts is going over 300 yards for sure this week. He needs to do it.
I'm sorry. I got a cold.
Over 300.
I'm sorry. I got a cold.
Do you remember last year when you seen him go against Arizona? He had 350 and rush for 100. I can see that kind of a game coming out. He is at home. He's going to be motivated to play. You know what I'm saying? And
okay.
I think he's going to go over 350 and about 100 yards rushing this game. You know? Or not over 350, over 320. But in that range of 320 and 350 and 100 yards rushing. And probably go for 3 touchdowns. You know? I think we get 2 turnovers. We get our first couple of turnovers. We haven't got to get any. We got close. Last week we had 2 of them that, you know, we end up not getting back, you know, for whatever reason. But I think our defense finally gets turnovers against Dak, you know. And let's see. Another one would be...
Okay.
I think we stopped Zeke from under 100 yards again. It continues this drought of 100 yards for the season for Zeke Elliott.
Okay.
Now.
All right. Well, that sounds great. I like I said, I appreciate you bringing me on your show and all that. I think you had Ruth on here earlier today, didn't you? Because I saw you on Facebook Live. Yeah. She's kind of bipolar there. Tampa Bay, you know, she works with Grammatica at Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and you know, she of course is a Cowboy fan. So she's got the 2 jerseys. It's kind of, I just don't know how you do it. But definitely.
Yeah, that would be kind of hard for me. I can't root for no other team but the Eagles, man. You know, even if I got a job for another team, because that's my career thing, I got to root for the Eagles 100% of the way, man. Hey, but shout out to the 25 in the building. Please hit that like and subscribe to both of our channels. If you're not already subscribed to Mark, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the goats.
And while we're here, because this has been a dual stream, we got a few people, a few of my Cowboys brethren are up in here because I see like Tay Cowboys and Sugar Daddy and Philly D, one of your people and stuff. Go over, check out Birdgang 31, and make sure you tell them that Jobu Sports Report sent them and troll his ass.
Yeah. Hey, subscribe and
troll his ass. You wait. Let me make sure I got it. He said they got it on running.
Troll me. You got to subscribe.
Right. Well, no. It's all love. It's all because you know half of my fan base here, I swear, is Eagle fans. I'm just trying to understand. Let me ask you this: if you were a Dallas Cowboys YouTuber, I know you're not. Oh no. Okay, let's say this: you're an Eagles YouTuber, if you had a Dallas Cowboy fan who lived on your live stream while his team was playing, what would you think?
What do you mean?
I literally, I'm watching the Eagles game. I'm listening to Philly 500, who is literally melting down, right?
Were you streaming the Eagles game?
I was, see, here's how we do it. Now, see, this is my outdoor man cave. I don't have the lights on out here and stuff. We had about, 12, 15 people or so in here. We've got direct TV, so we're watching all the games. We have our exclusive Philly 500 meltdown cam because he loses his cotton picking mind. When y'all look, I mean, literally, you can't see this, but you can hear.
Oh, big run! Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. Shit. He's still.
Big play, Slay.
Might be what Philly
Now he's about to lose his mind.
He hasn't seen the play
He
yet.
literally.
He hasn't seen the play yet.
So. He literally. So he got him on the screen here, so you can watch him, watch my live stream, and keep up with the games. But I've got 50 Eagle fans that are watching my live stream. It's like, why aren't you watching your own guys? Why are you here?
You're entertaining. Just like 500 got Cowboy subscribers in his live streams.
Well, definitely check out Birdgang 21, sub him up, and then go ahead and troll him. Okay.
Hey, how long have
But
you
now listen. Now, see, now, let me clarify something here, because wait a minute. I want to clarify something to some of your fans, because somebody said that I block a lot of Eagles fans. Okay, here's the thing. I am 55 years old. I'll be 56 when we play the Giants in October. Most of my fan base are older fans. We got the lovely ladies and stuff that are in here. Shout out to all the lovely ladies and stuff. And we actually have discussion. Now, we have fun. We joke about, like Philly 500, stuff like that. But we don't come in with the fuck you, kiss my ass, break decks. We don't do that. We don't do that. So if you've come in and you just come in just to stir stupid, trolling, asshole stuff, that's not what my channel's about. It's not. I have fans from Washington, the Giants, the Eagles, and stuff like that. And, you can say, yeah, the Cowboys suck and this, that, and the other. But sometimes you can kind of cross the line and then go after other people, okay? I can be hating the Eagles, and you and I can be friends. And there's no need for that kind of stuff. So, like I said, there's plenty of channels that people can go to do that, to be a jackass if they want to. But I just ain't got time for that. And my fans just ain't got time for that.
Because it's one thing about supporting your team and saying that you're going to beat another team and things like that. But sometimes it does get a little out of control, And yeah, like in terms of trolls in general, it's like why have them? Do you not have something better to do with your?
I mean, seriously. I mean, it's like some people just want to come in and just try and disrupt everything, just for no good reason. And it's like, as they used to say, have a take and don't suck, man. I mean, and I'll be the first one when my Cowboys lose. I'm right here. I'll be the first one to say, look, good job. I mean, my team was ass last year. I got no problem admitting how bad my team was last year. This year's a new year. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a good year, man. I think for both teams, like I said, I'm not even worried about the Giants or the Washington football team in terms of winning the division this year. I know it's going to be a two-team race all the way to the end, depending on who wins, this game and the rest of the games, especially the next first couple up here.
Right.
Whoever has the best record at the end will win.
There you go.
It's going to be, of course, right now, as an Eagles fan, I got to say Eagles first, Cowboys second in division, Washington third, and the Giants dead last. And I'm pretty sure you probably have the same, except for Cowboys first.
Giants dead last.
Yeah,
Danny Dollar Store. Danny Dollar Store. Sorry.
I thought they had food stamps over here.
They got no
He's not
chance.
worth the money. You got to call them food stamps.
And we'll see where the rest of it goes. So, with that being said, I got to get up out of here.
Let it break it down. Let everybody know where else they can find your channel. So if you guys want to go check out Mark Holmes and on his weekend specials or whatever, you guys.
It's real easy. Just Cowboy Jobu is all you got to look for. Whether it's Instagram, Twitter. Jobu's inside. I've actually got the way I've got this set up. I've got a couple of different sets of studios and stuff. He's just kind of hanging out over there by the bottle of rum. That's where he's biding his time for Monday night. He's coming up there. He's bringing his mojo to go against the Eagles, but he'll be right here in this chair come Monday night.
Hey, because he was there when the Eagles were signing that for 500. I remember watching that one.
Yep.
So Jobu's going to definitely give us some energy. We got Jobu energy coming this way to the Philadelphia Eagles side this week.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can hope for that. You can hope for that.
All right. Well, hey, man, thanks again for coming on the show. It was a pleasure and an honor to share the screen with you, my guy. And like I said, please subscribe to both of our channels. Whether you're an Eagles fan, go subscribe to this Mark's channel. And if you're a Dallas fan, please come subscribe to Birdgang Nation Sports Talk. It's nothing but love. It's a football thing. This is rivalry, so we're going to talk a little mess. But other than that, it's all out of love. And we were really passionate fans. So,
amen to that.
Fly, Eagles, fly, like I always say. Until next time, we'll see who wins this game. Go Birds. Birdgang 31.
I'm the motherfucking one who calls the shots. And you better pay me the respect that I gave your brother, or we're gonna have a problem. A bad one. Now get the fuck out of here.
I didn't give you one of them audio boxes, man. You be pulling out. That was a good one. I can't even hate on that. That was a good one, my guy. You have a great rest of the day, my guy.
Peace out.
Peace.
Okay. All right, good people. I appreciate y'all being up in here with me with Birdgang. Did I have the wrong camera on? I must have had the wrong. I had the wrong camera on. You guys couldn't see Birdgang. Damn. Here it is. I fucked it up. I apologize, y'all. That was Birdgang 31. Just having a little trash talk, but he crazy. He crazy. He said they got it on running backs, wide receivers, and offensive line, and he thinks that they're going to go 12-5. Are you kidding me? And says that San Francisco is a great team. Okay. I'm going to leave it right there with that. And so with that being said, I need to go, y'all. I appreciate the support. Sorry I didn't get in there with the comments and everything else. I'll get the super chats. Y'all will be added for our Friday night live streams stuff. And you know how it is. Y'all. I've got to run up out of here. But it's time to turn off the lights. This party's over.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again. We got it.
Okay. downstairs. Let's see how many people are still on here. What the hell? What are you guys still doing here? I forgot to turn the stream off. You're just sitting here? What? What the hell's wrong with y'all people? Why are you still here? The lights are turned off. Jeez. Mark, you're trying to get them last minute. No, here's what's funny, guys. I literally went upstairs, sat down on the couch with my wife, okay? Sat down with her and was talking to her, and then Stuart Morrison called me, and I was talking to him, and then Philly D called me, left and said, dude, you left the stream running. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, the stream is still running. And so I wasn't expecting that anybody would still be here watching. What are you guys doing? The stream is over. This party's over. I forgot to turn it. Y'all been here laughing. Damn. And it's late. Well, rematch. Okay. Oh, my God. Y'all literally sat here watching nothing. Nothing. Mark trying to get rid of us. Mark trying. Oh, no. Actually, I was trying to go upstairs and get something to eat. That's what I was really going to go do. Mark, you're a good dude. Hate your team, though. Okay, Texas Eagle. Appreciate it, though, man. I appreciate it, though. I had to see if you was coming back. You know what? Stuart, are you still there? Yeah. And look, and here it is. Stuart, say hello to everybody.
What's going on, everybody?
Okay. I'm literally having a conversation, and Philly D, since he messed it, never mind. He said, never turned off the stream, ha. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I'm literally here, and 176 people are still on watching the set in the dark.
Eagle who jumped over from Birdgang feed.
Texas Eagle, yeah. Texas Eagle's like, just leave it on, okay? Y'all need help. Y'all need help. I'm going to end this stream, damn it. I'm going to end it with this, of course. Hold up, because this is why you came.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire him. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him. You.
Oh, and one last one for the road.
Oh, big run. Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. Shit.
He's still.
Slay.
This might be what Philly did.
Now he's about to lose his mind.
He hasn't seen the play yet.
Please tell me why you mentioned
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
All right, with that being said, guys, I gotta go. Seriously, I gotta go.
Oh, Danny. Want it, Danny. Don't fumble it. Oh. I just shut this thing. Don't fumble it.
Rasheed.
Let's go.
Rasheed, look, you know you're. Hold it.